Ought to Know, answering your car questions. Mike's a Lone Ranger today. No Mr. Bojangles.
No puppies today.
No puppies today.
No puppies today.
It's nice to have you, no matter what you bring or don't bring.
I appreciate, but noted.
Yes, yeah, we love the dog visits. Let's get right to our first question today. Abby B writes, I own a 2019 Subaru Impreza. I had my brakes replaced in January of this year. They squeaked very loudly at first. I had my mechanic look at them and there was nothing wrong with them other than the noise. He replaced them again and the new set is louder, Mike, than the first. Oh. What should I do? Squeaky brakes.
Squeaky brakes. Well, brakes, and anytime I'm dealing with brakes, we want them right. And even a noise or a squeak can be an indicator that there's something wrong with them, but not always. And it sounds like your mechanic already looked at them and verified that they were okay and then even replaced them a second time. It may be just the material that he's replacing it with. In almost any product, you can buy a good product, a better product, and a best product.
Yeah.
And some of the lower line brake pads, although they are economical to the wallet, they don't stop as well. They're harsher material, so they're going to be louder. And it also could be a factor that they're not lubed properly.
Yeah.
Is the third thing that I think of there. So I certainly would I would get a second opinion. Our brakes do come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile nationwide warranty that it does include for any kind of noises or squeaks.
Well, those squeaks, is it just because they're new? Like, will that kind of run?
New brakes should not squeak.
They shouldn't squeak at all?
No, we replace a lot of brake pads every day and every week. And once in a while, we do get a pad that has maybe something embedded in it or the material wasn't mixed properly and it does create a noise, but we're able to warranty that out. And I'd say that the second time it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Brakes are the one thing that always make me nervous. I want to make sure that they are always in good working order.
And I don't ever want to skimp on brakes.
Right.
Stopping is important, and not just stopping your car for you, but that panic stop when a child runs out in the middle of the road to go after a ball or there's an animal, and when you really need them to work properly and as good as possible, that's when it counts to pay for the better brakes.
Yeah. All right, our second question today comes from John Mathis, and he writes, I have a 2020 Ford F-150. I recently changed my coolant by removing the lower hose and then flushing it out with a hose. There was a good amount of dirt and debris. I want to change my transmission fluid, replace the filter, and add new fluid. Do I need to use Ford fluid, or is there a better fluid available for my truck?
Well,
Very
John,
adventurous to be doing all that on his own.
I'd say good job. Good job. 2020, it could be one of several different engines. But the transmission itself, you could change your own filter, you could change and refill it with fluid, but there's a very specific fill procedure on the newer Fords, especially the 2020 F-150s. There's a procedure to get it up to the right temperature. It has to be within a certain parameter. It can't be too hot or too cold to get the level correctly. So I certainly would suggest maybe getting a service manual and looking at the procedure, but you certainly could do that yourself. The fluid. There is other fluid out there outside of Motorcraft. There are some that are spec'd better, so they do have a better testing rating than Motorcraft. We prefer to use the factory fluid when necessary, but we will upgrade that fluid to a higher quality fluid. BG is a company that we love their transmission fluid if it is compatible with yours, because each model and manufacturer can have a different fluid.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. If you've got questions, submit them to ask@yououghtaknow.org. We might answer your question next week here on the Blue Couch. Mike, is Harold Automotive still doing diapers for wipers or wipers for diapers?
We still are.
Okay.
So you can come in and get a free set of wiper blades if you bring us in a pack of diapers, and still 4, 5, and 6 for sizes. None of the preemie stuff or the smaller sizes, but that's still going on.
Yeah, you don't need the preemies because the hospital sends you home with the little ones. So the bigger ones. And tell our viewers again where those diapers go.
So we're using the Erie Family Center to distribute them in our community here.
Right, perfect. Thanks, Mike. It's great to see you.
It's great to be seen. Great to see you as well.
Yeah, all right. We'll see you next week, and we'll be right back.